I want to talk to you today about how you eat and why you eat being far more important than what you eat. And when you actually change the how, you can change the what. So clients often come to me and they want a detailed meal plan. They want to be told exactly what to eat. And that can work for a while, but usually you end up kind of rebelling against it. And quite often clients just aren't ready, willing, or able to actually follow that plan through in order to get the results. So with my year-long coaching program, rather than giving you something that you're not going to be able to stick to, we take a much longer term approach where we're looking at changing your habits one at a time, because that's what works. If you try and change everything at once, you've got, I think it's about an 80% chance of basically failure. So when we look at the how you eat, the strategy for that is to eat slowly, because when you eat slowly, it's better for your digestion, and it makes you then able to sense into your sense of fullness or satiety. I think we've all heard the term that it takes about 20 minutes for our gut to signal to our brain that we're full. So if you're not eating slowly, you can eat an awful lot in that 20-minute window before you realise that you're actually full. So we tend to overeat when we eat quickly because we're not sensing into those satiety cues. And we're also then not really tasting the food and the texture of our food. When we slow down and we check in to what we're doing, we're more mindful and conscious of what we're doing, and we focus on the taste and the texture of the food. Quite often, eating kind of junk foods and foods that are not so good for us from a nutrition and losing weight point of view simply just don't taste that good. So being mindful and eating slowly is really, really important. So that's the how you eat. And then once you sort of start to get that nailed and you're taking about 15 minutes to eat your meal, then you can look at things like eating slowly without distractions, so without having your smartphone on or watching TV or anything else. So they're really powerful. They might sound simple, but they're not easy, and that's a really powerful thing to start changing. And then if we look at the why you eat, now obviously I think, well, because I'm hungry, and that would be a good reason. And there's many things that kind of feed into why we're hungry, but a lot of the time it's not really for that reason. It could be just out of habit. It could be because it's mealtime. It could be because you're bored. And quite often it's for emotional reasons. We're actually eating as like a coping or a numbing mechanism. So sometimes we eat to feel something, or sometimes we eat to stop us feeling something, to actually numb that emotion. So, and these are really powerful reasons why people often eat too much. So in my year-long coaching program, we look at both of those. The answer is to change your habits one at a time, and that's what we do when we start with eating slowly. That's like your anchor or cornerstone habit. And then looking at the why you're eating, that's really the coaching. So in my program, you have coaching calls with me as well, and we can start to sort of unravel some of these deep reasons as to why you might eat, some of these associations and stories that you have around food. So those two things together are really powerful at creating a long-term and lasting weight loss. So if that's something you'd be interested in, then drop me a message and I can tell you how that works.